Good morning and welcome to Idaho Living. I'm Jonna Johnson.
I'm Rebecca Evans.
And we are so excited to be here with you today, which is Friday, August 22nd. It is crazy because for us in the Treasure Valley, for most of us, it's the last weekend of summer. Can you believe it?
I know, it is the last weekend of summer. I'm kind of sad, but we're getting ready for school. And I don't know about you, but my house is like in this frenzy. We're reorganizing. Not only are my kids going back to school, but I'm returning on the same day. So there's a lot of structuring, a lot of hitting the refresh button in our brain on reprogramming, getting our schedule set up, and and buying school supplies. So it's a great frenzy, and it's time to kind of reestablish the calmness of routine.
I know.
Yeah.
I think a lot of us are really excited about routine because I think throughout the summer, it's so spontaneous barbecues and going to the pool and things like that. So I think we're all craving, although we love our little cherubs, we're all craving that routine and schedule. Now you mentioned school supplies. Did you love school supply shopping when you were young?
Okay, so my thing, I had to match my school supplies, like color code them with my shoes, because I am the shoe diva.
Yes, you are.
And this started at like age 8. So yeah, I love school supplies.
I do too. And having Tyler, he's 11. He is not into school supplies and never has been. And so this year I went by myself to get his school supplies because I love just shopping down the aisles, looking at the colors, looking at the new fun things. Remember Trapper Keepers?
I don't remember.
You don't? No. Trapper Keepers, that came to mind. They're kind of coming back. They're making their comeback. So it's been kind of fun to
bring it on the air.
I know. We got a busy, lots of people trying to do fun last-minute things for the summer. So.
And don't you guys have hockey tryouts or?
Oh yes,
something like that
yes we do. So we have. First of all, we dressed in BSU attire because we're really excited for BSU's game next week. Go
and
BSU!
We're BSU. Yeah.
BSU alum here, and so. But the Boise Youth Optimist football kicks off tomorrow with their first game on the blue turf, which is exciting. But yes, Tyler and the junior Stillheads, they have their tryouts tomorrow. So good luck to all of you guys, and good luck, Tyler.
Good luck, Tyler.
I know.
That is so awesome. My kids are getting prepared for their greenbelt testing with white lion Kachakimbo, and so we're going to be training for that. So that's a little bit.
White lion Kachakimbo?
Yeah. It's.
I've never even heard of that.
Oh yeah, it's like all the different forms of karate. Well, not all of them, but like 4 or 5 different forms. It's really awesome. Yeah.
Wow. So be careful, be aware when I'm around the boys, right?
That's right. And and on top of that, the karate part is challenging, but talking about challenges for you, where are you at with your challenge?
Yes. We are working on a lot of things, and so we've heard a lot of things from lots of viewers on the energy challenge, on the 10-pound challenge. It's been really, really exciting. And so one of the things that we wanted to talk about is now it should be a habit, right? If you've gone along with our challenge for the month of August, you should be creating new habits in your life, whether that's eating more protein, getting to the gym, whatever that is. So we love habits.
Well,
new habits, good habits.
New habits and unforming habits.
Yes.
I always say sometimes it feels easy to climb to the top, then it actually feels to maintain being at the top of your game. So now that you've got your goal, what do you do?
Yes.
What do you do? You get a new goal, right?
Absolutely. And I think that's where a lot of people get challenged. They get to that point that I'm almost there, or they sabotage themselves because they're so close to their goal. And so one of the things that's a challenge is, what is that next step? So you've got to have that next step in front of you all the time, creating those positive habits and doing that day in and day out.
Right. Well, and on top of that, habits, forming new habits, unforming old habits, and just reestablishing, how you're going to get there, how you're going to reach those goals. Yeah.
It is a challenge. So we hope that all of you are creating those fun, exciting habits, and that you are taking those things one step at a time, because I think it's really easy for us to have these great habits and then slip and then slide and say, oh, I'll start back tomorrow, or I'll start back next week, or at the first of the month. So,
well, and that's why I always suggest have a plan B. So even if you slide back a little bit, plan B, it gets you right back on track immediately. And so there's really no backtracking. So I love that idea.
Yes, and get a power partner. I love power partners, right?
Power partners. Well, we're off for a break, but when we return, we are going to be featuring our Idaho guests, viewers just like you that are sharing Idaho Living, and that's our favorite part of the show.
It is our favorite part. We also have All Valley Animal Rescue here, and they're going to be teaching us how to pick out the perfect family pet.
And don't forget, we have Travis Culver with reviews for the rest of us, and we'll be talking about the latest movie. We'll see you after the break.
Cops or ghosts, your choice.
I don't want to be a ghost.
Let's be cops. People actually think we're cops.
Welcome back to Idaho Living. You know, choosing and caring for a family pet can really feel a bit daunting. And here to share with us how to pick a great family pet is All Valley Animal Rescue. They were ranked #1 in veterinarian services and also 2014 Idaho's Best. We have with us today to share some great tips, Lorraine Richards. How do we choose a new pet? Why adopt a new pet?
So All Valley Animal Rescue is a no-kill shelter. So every time someone adopts from us, we have the opportunity to take in another pet, rescue them, and then find them their forever home. And then they're super cute, and we make sure they're all checked out and healthy and ready to go for their forever home.
Awesome, and you've brought some of these amazing pets with us as you're wanting to find their forever home. So who do you have with us today?
So this is Indy. He came to us with respiratory problems, but our great doctors and our great staff took really good care of him, and now he's ready for his forever home.
Now, does Indy stand for independence?
Yes, it does. He's very active, and he needs someone that's going to play with him.
Well, and what I love is you guys were ranked #1 veterinarian by the Idaho Statesman, and you were also 2014 Treasure Valley Boise Best. And so you guys have some great services for these pets as they come to you. They're injured and you rehabilitate them.
Yeah,
right?
we have great doctors. Yeah.
Wow, that's really exciting.
Awesome. So what are some of the things that families should consider when they are selecting a pet?
So the first thing is people really need to think about the time and financial commitment that they're willing to commit to a brand new pet. They also need to think about their living arrangements and what kind of family that they do have. Do you have a house? Do you have a small apartment? Do you have kids? These are all things you really need to think about before you get a pet and to find the right pet that's going to fit your lifestyle.
I love that. Now, who do we have here?
So this is Pico. He comes from the Halo Rescue down in Arizona, and he's transported up to us through a great nonprofit called My Dog is My Co-Pilot. Pico's very sweet. He's a Chihuahua mix. He's about a year old. He would do best in a home where he's the only pet.
Oh, okay, great.
And these are great things to know. I mean, it's about not necessarily the breed of the animal, but the temperament of the animal, right? When you're selecting a family pet, because really, I think there's a lot of misconceptions out there when it comes to, oh, this isn't a good family pet. But you've also brought a pit bull.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, and his name is?
Tigger.
Yeah.
Tigger. We love Tigger. He is beautiful.
Yeah, Tigger.
So tell us about Tigger.
So Tigger comes from the Boise Bully Breed Rescue. He passed his temperament test with flying colors. He's a really great dog. He would do best in a family where they don't have younger kids, so older kids, and then adult dogs. He likes adult dogs, but no puppies or small dogs. They seem to bother him. But he's a great, sweet boy. He's very shy, and he needs someone that's going to really train and play with him.
Yeah, he is gorgeous.
Yeah,
I love his coloring.
He's
beautiful.
He's very cute.
Well, and you know what I think is fabulous is I think, when you adopt a pet, you really can select a pet that really fits your family, because when you get a puppy, sometimes you don't know what the temperament of that puppy is going to be. So you could really talk to the experts at your facility and get to know the pet before you even bring them home.
Yeah,
right?
we play with them, we train them, we really get to know them before we give them a family.
Right.
Now, I know my husband's going to see this segment, and he's going to want to adopt all 3 stinking pets. So, besides my husband, how would anybody else want to go ahead and adopt these amazing pets?
So people can go to our website, allvalleyanimal.com, and we have all the pets that we see here today. And then we also have, you can always come and visit us and meet them, which is encouraged. We do want them to come meet us. And and see all of our adoptable pets online.
Right, and you guys have different services. So you're the nonprofit side of it, but there's also the veterinarian side of it. So there's some different services. So when they go to your website, they'll be able to navigate and see all the different types of services you offer.
Yeah, we have 24-hour emergency veterinary care, grooming, boarding. Our boarding is 24 hours. You can take in your dog anytime.
Wow.
So yeah, we have some really great stuff for all your pets.
Wow. Awesome. Well, thank you for being here.
Yeah, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Well, awesome. When we come back, we are going to be talking about an event to recharge your battery, our 10-pound challenge, my 10-pound challenge.
Your 10-pound challenge.
And so much more. We'll see you when we get back. back to here on Idaho Living. We are so excited for our next guest because most of us associate the YMCA with summer camps and swimming pools, but here to share a little bit more about something new they're offering is Busy Shore. She is the Marketing and Administrative Director here at the Treasure Valley YMCA. So good morning and welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Just delighted to be here.
Yay. Well, tell us a bit more about this exciting new retreat you have planned for women of the Treasure Valley.
Absolutely. It's happening on September 18th. It's a 4-day retreat, so it starts on Thursday night, goes through the evening on Sunday, and it's really an opportunity for women to come and take a little bit of me time to do something really fun that they don't normally get to do. It's designed to be challenging and inspiring, to get some time to focus in on yourself, to do a little reflection, and to rediscover who you really are. You know, take some time to find that, I am woman, hear me roar, that's inside all of us that gets a little crushed by all of the everyday stuff that we have to do.
Well, I have to say, when I saw this event, it looks pretty challenging. So my question is, do we have to, like kind of hiring the maid to come in and clean my house, or, cleaning my house before the maid gets here? Do I have to get in shape before coming to this event? Because you do have some pretty challenging stuff going on. So do we have to work out?
Not at all. We have built in a lot of physical challenges, rock climbing, hiking, all of these things that are available, but you choose your own challenge. And every activity has difficulty levels available based on your ability. So we want to encourage women to go a little further than they thought they could to discover their own strength, but we don't want to push anyone further than they're comfortable. So there's hiking with different distances, mountain bike trails with different numbers of summits, and there's also things that are more personal driven. So, go for a canoe ride and you can go as far as you want.
I know, that sounds so fun. So I know that one of the things on your marketing materials talk about pushing women through physical, spiritual, and emotional challenges. What are some of the things women come away from saying that they've learned or how they've been empowered? Can you share a couple of those ideas with us?
Oh, sure. As women, we spend a lot of time giving to other people, and we're really good at justifying it and saying, oh, well, no, it was just having coffee, or it's not that big a deal, and we don't realize that we're completely draining ourselves. And so this is a time to shift our focus a little bit, and so even though there's a lot of physical activity, it's a mental recharge time when you can rediscover the strength that you have emotionally as well as physically. You can build some new relationships, get some more strong support going with other women, share your experiences, get some inspiration and encouragement from what other women are doing. And the idea is that you come away from this experience with a much stronger foundation of who you are and fully recharged batteries on how you can give to other people and where your boundaries are to protect your energy.
So one really quick question, as I'm listening to this, I'm like, I need this for my energy challenge, right? How do I do this without feeling guilty about it? How does anybody do this without feeling guilty
because
about
I think, we've got to take vacation time. We have to have, set up, help for the kids and the pets and all kinds of stuff like that. So,
the garden.
Yes, I know.
Those are all real and valid concerns that we all face all the time. One of the things that is so beneficial for times like this is learning things about life from other women. So I'm going to actually share with you something that my mother always told me. She has a phrase, it's called, "You're never wasting your time sharpening your axe."
Oh, nice.
And it's something that's been an inspiration for me my entire life, and I've been blessed to share it with several other women too. And it's the concept that in the long term, there are things that we can and need to invest in that make us more effective as people for a longer term, but they do require short-term sacrifices. So yes, it's going to be a short-term sacrifice for the cost to go up and the time, but the gain that you get long-term is absolutely worth it.
This sounds phenomenal. So if you are ready for the Women's Recharge Retreat at Horse Thief Reservoir, we want you to register today. You can go to the YMCATVIdaho.org website and get registered and get ready for the fun. I can smell hot out of the oven chocolate chip cookies and fresh roasted coffee. It is movie time. So when we come back, Travis will be reviewing our latest movie pick. See you in just a minute.
Welcome back to Idaho Living. I'm Rebecca Evans.
And I'm Jonna Johnson. We are here at the Backstage Bistro.
And we are here for the latest movie release and with Travis Culver from Reviews for the Best of Us. Hi, Travis, welcome.
Thank
and
you.
we're going to be talking about Let's Be Cops.
Yeah.
Okay, so when I saw this, I thought another cop buddy movie, except these guys really aren't cops. So it's like they dress up as cops and then like reality hits them and they find themselves into all this dilemma. I mean, what's your take on this movie?
That's kind of the problem, actually. Like, I mean, you think about if you were a kid, right, and you did dress up, you know, guys would do cops and robbers all the time, but there kind of came a point you knew there was a limit.
Okay.
Like, okay, cops and robbers will stop. These guys don't know there's a limit. And so the problem is they take it too far, and that's kind of the whole premise of the movie. They're not cops. They pretend to be to get things they want, and it ends up not going well for them at all.
It kind of sounds fun. I think we should try the same thing.
Well, actually, let's be firemen. That would be a little more adventurous.
A little less prison time, maybe.
So, no kidding. So, is it worth a scene? Should we shell out the money to come and take our friends, family to the movie?
To be honest with you, at the theater, that one is kind of up to you. I would say not necessarily, because this is one of those movies, there's not like a ton of special effects in it that you're going to be surrounded by. You could totally enjoy seeing this at Redbox. If you were going to go, though, this is kind of a word of caution kind of thing about a movie like this. It is rated R, it is a cop buddy drama, and it is not for families, okay? So there's a lot of hard language, there is some sexual content, a little bit of violence. If you were gonna see it at the theater, the best I would probably recommend is like a guy's night. You know, that's really probably what this movie is a guy's night.
Okay, so we're going to be hanging with the guys if we want to see this movie.
That's
okay,
right.
Travis, thank you so much for being here. Now, if someone wants to get a hold of you, how can they do that?
Man, I'd love to hear from folks. They can tell me what they think of the reviews, review them themselves. It's totally cool.
Awesome.
At reviewsfortherestofus.com.
Okay, great.
Awesome. Well, viewers just like you are posting their pictures to our Facebook page, and we're so excited because when we come back, we are going to be picking our favorites for the week. So hurry, jump on Facebook, our Facebook page, and post your pictures.
Welcome back here at Idaho Living. We are at the Village at Meridian, and this is our favorite part of the show where we showcase our viewers living the Idaho life. And Jana, do you have someone that you'd like to showcase?
I do. I love this. And we want you to post your pictures to our Facebook page at Idaho Living KBOI because we want to showcase all the fun things that you're doing. So please post your pictures. Our first pick today is viewer Patsy Rabdow. And she is a proud sister, and this really touched my heart because I'm a fabulous proud sister myself. And this is wonderful because the location of this is at the Nevada Peace Officer Memorial Service, and her brother, Sergeant Lee Dove, is with the Humboldt County Sheriff's Office in Winnemucca, Nevada, and he was receiving one of Nevada's highest awards for his actions that saved the lives of 2 officers when they were under gunfire being pinned down. So she is a very proud sister, Patsy, and I want to just thank you both for your service. Patsy also serves at the Canyon County Sheriff's Office, so this was really touching to me. You're both heroes to us.
And you know what? Patsy is a sister. I have to tell you, I didn't know that you picked Patsy. She delivered my son. I've been friends with her for like 15 years.
Oh, that's
she is
awesome.
amazing.
Awesome.
Yeah, so way to
Hero
go.
in many ways then,
Hero
right?
in many ways, yeah. She caught my son, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
So, okay, well, the viewer that I'd like to showcase is Heather Schlag, and I love this. This is the Idaho Rush soccer players, and they climbed up Table Rock, up and back, these little guys, in an hour. Up and back in an hour. Now, most of us can only get up Table Rock in an hour. So, Jana, I know you can appreciate
or
the
2 or 3
climb,
hours.
or
whatever.
2 or 3 hours, however long. But I mean, here's the thing about Table Rock is it's steep. There's a lot of scree, which is a lot of loose rocks. So it's really great agility training, proprioception training for these teams. And to see these little guys be able to do that, I mean, it's a rough climb. On top of that, it's a great activity for a team to bond. I mean, I love that they did this, and I love Table Rock. I mean, it's really a great feature in Boise.
I love it too. Great, and I see Coach Michael right there, and so this is some of their little hockey players. Hayden, I see, Sydney, so congratulations and keep up the good work, the preseason training.
You know these players?
I do. So, I do training with them a lot.
You blow the whistle at the bottom of Table Rock, right? Keep going. You're coaching them. That's
Absolutely.
hysterical.
Well, fantastic. Well, you know, as we mentioned at the first of the show, this is the last weekend of summer, basically, in terms of getting back to routine and schedules and homework and all that kind of stuff. So we thought we'd share a couple of other things that you can do, maybe cram as much as possible into this weekend. And so we thought we'd kind of share a couple. Have you ever been to the drive-in in Parma?
Well, I haven't been to the drive-in in Parma. We've created our own drive-in without the car in my backyard. And so we put the sheet up, but there's no car, so it's not really a drive-in, I guess.
You could try to drive in. Drive in next time. We'll see that. So this weekend, it's How to Train Your Dragon. It is this weekend, so you can try that if you'd like to, which is very exciting. We also have the Meridian Movie Night. The last movie is going to be next week, as you mentioned, but we've also got Planes is playing tonight, so go out and see that.
Well, yeah, and next week, the last movie is the Lego movie, so you can't miss that. And that's really fun. It's at Settlers Park, and it's a great park because there's a water park there, and it's adaptable for disability, so we love that park.
That is great.
Yeah,
and then you take your sleeping bags, your blankets, cuddle up. There's a great concession stand. Melissa there at the concession stand makes great cotton candy.
You know
great.
that? But she didn't say that because of her.
I know. Oh, wait.
Challenge.
I'm on a
Yeah,
10-pound
we
challenge.
Take that back.
Never mind.
Well, on top of that, Roaring Springs is still open, so if you haven't got to the water park, you need to make a trip out there. Did you get to the water park yet this summer?
I dropped my son off at the water park.
That counts. Okay. I went there with my children. That was really a lot of fun. I love the water park. Yeah. And Deer Flat Refuge. There's still a lot. There's some really cool trails. They have like this sagebrush trail, and they have like Find the Treks trail where you can look for different animals. I mean, there's all kinds of different trails that they have out there at
Where
the
is
refuge.
That?
It's out in Caldwell.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, it's really
definitely want to try that one out. Then I did not know, but you can do like tours to all the different Idaho wineries here. So
we need to do that for one of our shows.
I know.
Yeah,
I know. Please set that up, Robert and Chris. We need to do that next time. The other thing that I think is really fun, if you haven't been out to St. Chappelle and do their summer concert series, that's fabulous too. You can take the kids out there, the family out there, pack a picnic, enjoy the wonderful music. It's a wonderful, scenery is gorgeous, so I'd encourage you to do that too.
It's really beautiful too. I mean, the outdoor amphitheater that they have is amazing. And one of my favorite things in all of Idaho is the Shakespeare Fest. So Les Miserables is still playing 22nd today, 23rd, and the 27th. So if you haven't gotten out there, you can bring wine or a carafe of coffee or whatever, and sushi and food, and it's awesome. One of my favorite
To be or not to be? That is the question. Are you living the best life that you can here in Idaho? Because we hope so. So last weekend, go celebrate, do something new and adventurous, and enjoy Idaho living. Goodbye.